Hi, in this video, we'll explain Axel AI UI and what the icons actually mean, and how you can use them effectively for maximum benefit. First, the Start Stop button here. By default, the assistant will be in sleep state. That means you can talk to the assistant anytime, even when it's in the background. If you stop the assistant, then the assistant is no longer listening to you and it will not pick up on any command you send. Next here, we have those two. By default, this speaker icon will be enabled. That means the assistant will acknowledge your request. What that means, you will hear the assistant saying, aha, or mm-hmm, and it's ready for your actual command. If you disable this, then you can directly speak to the assistant. For example, hey Axel, can you, for example, blah, blah, blah. So now it's in listening state. It's ready to take a command, right? So that's the difference. Now there's this icon here, and what this is for, it's to control the mode of the assistant. The assistant has different modes: the action mode, the chat mode, and then the voice only mode, this mode here. What this is, it's very similar to voice only conversational assistants. When you just speak with the assistant and ask for information, you can actually ask Axel what it can do in each mode, and it will tell you exactly what it does. But basically in this mode, it will be just pure conversation. It will not perform actions like calls, emails, or messaging. By default, this is not enabled, and obviously this depends on your plan. It's not available for all plans. The assistant by design, it's designed to be action oriented to help you accomplish tasks rather than just speak with it. Now when that voice only mode is not enabled, you can still converse with the assistant normally. Like it will you can talk to it, and it can be a full conversation, with context awareness and all. But this is pure conversation. Like it's like prompt responses from the assistant. When this is disabled, the assistant takes a little bit longer to respond to you because it's in action mode, right? Now this is chat mode. All of the icons, I think they're familiar, so there isn't really much to explain. You can open the history here. You can delete your chats if you like. So this is about the UI here. The states is really important thing. This is sleep, so the assistant is listening, but it doesn't do anything right now. Hey Axel.
Mm-hmm.
So yellow, it means it's listening to me. As long as I'm speaking, it will continue to listen to me. Now assume you're talking and then there are a lot of people talking over each other, and you just delivered your command, right? You're done, but people are speaking and they're just preventing the assistant from processing your command. So what you can do while in your listening state, you can just single tap there, and it will just force it to stop listening.
Got it.
I don't know what it understood.
It sounds like you're describing a scenario where the assistant is listening, but there is a lot.
So right now, it understood what I was talking about, and it's responding. So one single tap on listening, then it means it will proceed with your command. Now you'll see when it was speaking, which is the blue bubble, I did a double tap. Double tap, that means you want to interrupt the assistant. But how? Double tap, that means I want the assistant to go to sleep state. If you do a single tap, let's do it again. Hey Axel.
Aha.
How are you doing today? So purple here means it's thinking. While it's thinking, you can't talk.
I'm here and ready to assist you.
Single tap.
How?
I interrupted the assistant, and now it's listening again to me. So single tap, that means you want to interrupt the assistant because you want to probably deliver a different command. But double tap, that means you just want to cut off the conversation. You want to end the conversation. You can either wait for the assistant to stop or double tap, and then it will stop. Okay? Now, moving on, here in the most important thing, I'm just going to explain the overall sections in the drawer. This is your profile. Subscription, you can update your subscription here. These are your preferences, the personal preferences, media addresses, contacts, and notes. It's easy to work with. Just navigate through it and you'll get the point. The assistant, this is what's important. Input language. So by default, the assistant is in auto detect mode. That means if you speak in different languages at the same time, the assistant will still pick up what you're saying. You don't have to speak in a particular language, but the assistant will take a little bit longer to respond. Now, if I switch to English, then the assistant will only understand English. It won't understand anything else, but it will be a little bit faster to respond, okay? this is what you get. And here everything is explained. You can always click on those info icons and then you understand what it means. Listening patience, and waking sensitivity, those are very technical but helpful. I'll explain them as fast as I can and as simple as I can. So listening patience, it controls how patient the assistant should be when listening for your commands. For example, if you are a very slow speaker, then 1.5 seconds may not be enough for you to deliver your command. So what you want is to increase this, but don't set it to 10 seconds because the assistant almost will never stop listening because of noise and whatnot. Now this VAD threshold, it's more of how sensitive the assistant should be to you as a human to tell this is a human from background music or noise. Default is set to 40. If you want to increase this, that means it will be more picky on human voice. If you reduce it, then it will be less picky, right? And you want it to pick human voice more often, even if it's mixed with background music. And then moving on with waking sensitivity. This is very, very important as well because this could trigger false positives, wake ups of the assistant, like when it wakes up, but you didn't call for it. Default is set to 50 for confidence and then 4 for difficulty. What that means, confidence is that the assistant is confident that you called for it. Difficulty is are you sure? Are you sure? 4 times the assistant has to be sure. Yes, I'm confident. And then it will consider that's a call. Now there's this option here, which is noise reduction. Now this option is available on all devices, but it's more compute intensive. That means if you have a lower end phone, it will be slower on your phone. So we don't recommend enabling this option on lower end phones. But what's the benefit of this is that if you're in a very noisy environment, generally the assistant is robust to noise, even when that is disabled. But that is there to also boost the robustness against noise, in brief. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Now the last option here is enable assistant. What this means, you get to set your default assistant. If I click on this, I get to choose what is my default assistant. And if I set this to Axel, then Axel is my default assistant. Okay? Then you can use shortcuts allowed by your phone. You can just run Axel, the app, through that shortcut, whether it's a button press or double tap, whatever the phone allows you to do. In settings here, you can control a few things, but the most important thing is the think timeout. If you are in a remote place, you have weak signal, you might want to change this, make it maybe 60 seconds or something. This way, the assistant will be able to process your request without timing out. And a little bit more about this video. If you want to always come back to it, or if you want to get help, just go to about and then help. This will take you to the help page on the website, on the actual website, and then you can get all the necessary help you need. Lastly here, feedback, which we appreciate. Adding your feedback helps us improve the assistant and always provide the best experience you could have. I believe the last thing to explain was this part, those 3 dots. This may look different depending on your plan, but there's this option which is called newer session. It allows you to reset the memory of the assistant for this session. You can do that manually, or you can just say, hey, Axel, could you reset the session? Could you clear the session? Whatever, something like that. And then there's media player. Depending on the plan, you can directly access the media player. It's useful. If you're out of credit, then you can still play music even if you don't have credit. Well, thank you so much, and I hope this was very helpful to you.